I found an absolute dream spot. Honestly, behind me here is what I would consider to be the perfect wall for practicing. So it starts way back there, super short, so you can get warmed up, and then it gradually gets bigger and bigger, and then you get all the way to the end here, and it's like 44 inches. So there's plenty of room to progress here. I don't know if I'm gonna make it all the way to the end, but it's a great spot to really just get on my bike and test and see how hard I can push myself. The problem with riding in the warehouse all the time is that the boxes are pretty big increments between the two. So a lot of times you can do one, but not the other. So the best part about this setup is I can just start at that end of the wall. And as I get comfortable, I just start moving this way. It's the best way to get warmed up and progress and then start pushing. And just in case I do have a good day here, I brought a tape measure just so we can make it official how high I actually go. I don't know if we'll need this or not, but I brought it anyway. If you find a wall like this in your zone, you're stoked. We're at 32 inches so far. Pretty good warm up. It's about 34 and a half. This is exactly why I wanted to come here. Just keep inching it up as I go along. That's just over 3 feet, which is only a little bit higher than the big box that I've been side hopping in the warehouse. Pretty excited. And the best part is that there's quite a bit more room for improvement when it comes to this wall. So it looks like there's about to be a big practice starting here, and the last thing I want to do is get kicked out of my new favorite spot on the first day. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna go check out some other bits on campus and see what we can find, and then maybe this will mellow out and we can come back and session the rest of this wall. These walls right here are pretty good too. Of course, they're not the same size as the one I was side hopping, but doesn't mean I can't work on some other stuff. But more importantly, not only could I work on maybe some lunges or up to back on it, I can actually work on some pedal timing stuff by using this curb here. So it's not always just about how high you can go, but practicing how you get your pedal timing right in a situation like this. So right here, I've got about a bike length and a half, so I'm gonna have to time my pedal stroke appropriately. I could practice it 2 different ways. I could start on the ledge and get up onto it, or I could start into the street, pedal over the curb, and then use the secondary pedal timing to get up. So there's a lot of different stuff that you can practice. Don't just focus all the time on the move itself, but think about the run up and how you would actually approach that if you had a shorter space to run up, or if there was a curb in your way or something like that. This is just as important, if not more important, to practice than just being able to get up onto that thing with an unlimited run up. We're gonna count that 38 inches, which is technically the highest I've ever jumped that bike onto something, but it felt so smooth. I feel like there's so much more that we have left to do on this bike, and that's really exciting. I think one of the big takeaways from today's session is that I'm getting really confident side hopping at a specific height, and anything below that is well within my confidence. And I think that's what's so important about going out and practicing, is not how high you can go every single time, but how high can you be consistent. And now I've got that confidence where I know anything under that certain height is no problem because I can consistently jump that high. So today was really not necessarily about setting my PR like I expected, but setting my confidence level where anything under a certain point, no problem. I don't even have to think twice about it. I don't have to second guess myself. I just know I got it. And that's actually better than having a PR, to be totally honest. And that's the comfort level that I was hoping to get to this bike. So we're making good progress. I know I've got way more in the tank when it comes to going higher, but building up my confidence, that was way more important. If all the side hops in this video look like absolute magic to you and you want to learn how to do it for yourself, here's a tutorial video right here that'll teach you everything you need to know. Won't be long and you'll be doing it just like me.